What's going on, everybody? CaptainRoBear and crew here for episode 43, not 42.
Exactly. We're way ahead.
Yeah,
we're way
right,
ahead of Maristrand. Yeah, we did it to get your hopes up, Maristrand.
They're so pissed about it too, and I love it. So pissed about it. Well, you gotta show up, you know, and they were gone for 3 weeks, and it might as well have been 3 years. You know?
Get good, Maristrand. 1v1 me.
You don't show up for 3 weeks, somebody's gotta, well, I'm not dropping spoilers. Nope, I'm gonna shut my mouth.
Oh.
I mean, look, listen, all I'll say is I would really like to see a 1v1 in D20 deathmatch style of, I'll go with Tarbin versus Kallisto. You know what?
That'd be interesting.
That's your two big, I'm gonna swing and I'm gonna hit this thing really hard characters. I would just love to see who wins.
Get radio on his garbage can day and you can whip him in 30 minutes. It just depends. The man's got some swingy dice.
Do it in one shot.
Drax never, I don't think you've ever felt the true low of lows that radio has.
I don't think so.
When his dice have gone.
Like, average to above average rolling luck.
Yeah, you never gone. He went like 2 weeks where he didn't roll over a 5. And I was concerned about his mental health, that D&D wasn't helping fix things for the week, that it was possibly going in a different direction.
There is there is always the question of like, how many times did you handshake Adam previously back in the day? It's like, if you did that too many times, and then there was also like a full moon, and it just so happened to be the Mercury was in retrograde, you are in trouble because you will leech some of his bad RNG.
Oh, God.
But it's okay, he's fixed it now.
Thank God he's a Chad with a girlfriend, LASIK, a trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes, all of it.
Legitimately, what the hell happened to Adam? It used to be like Adam and Mud would be like the yin and the yang of RNG, and now it's just like, okay, everything is I don't even know.
But if he left us behind to become a Chad, I just don't like. There's just no other way to put it. Just Drak was born this way. He came to us as a Chad. Adam developed, and we saw him fly like a baby bird, like a little fletchling. Enough of that, silly.
I've been referred to as a Chad, and I don't know how to feel about it.
Here's the thing, man. I'm pretty sure birds are only meant to fall out of the nest once. You know, like.
That's the most British shit you think you've ever said.
I'm sorry, but like, one too many sphere of annihilations will do that to you. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Oh my God. For anyone that really wants to go back and see some classic D&D fails, yeeting the sphere of annihilation after asking me, can I do this? Could this go bad? Well, you could certainly try. One on spheres.
I certainly did. God. Oh, man.
Beautiful thing. Who's got big announcements they want to let folks know about?
I have one, but if I always have one, so I feel bad going first.
We love you. Go first. Tell us the cool stuff.
Okay. On Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern over on Luna's channel, and we're going to be doing a talkback of Beyond the Brook. So you're going to be seeing Ed, the cast of Beyond the Brook, and my face on screen. And just kind of talk and reminisce about the series and everything that went into it from the player's standpoint, from the GM standpoint, from the more behind the scenes kind of standpoint, answer any questions that people might have. I will be entirely honest. I don't know how the other cast members feel, but for me, this is just an excuse for me to talk about Beyond the Brook more. And I feel like all of us would like to do that. So even if you don't have any questions, if you just want to watch us geek out about the show and how much we love the characters and the story we told, check that out on Luna's channel at 5 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. I think that's everything. Yeah.
I feel
I think
it's a talk back. I thought it was I get to back talk.
Actually, I'm calling it the Babbling Brook because we're going to be babbling. So we're going to be it's a babble back.
I just want to back talk.
That's a phenomenal name, though, Drak. Hell yeah.
Thank you. I enjoy naming things. That's where most of my skill comes into play.
Dude, that's just fucking phenomenal
That's where I
alliteration.
It's why my Furbies are Era Girl and Era Twirl.
We're going to start this early with the Bife counter at 1.
Sorry.
We're just living on the thread over here, Bife. Anytime you want me to re-record an episode for you on your shorts, I would love to. And it's just good night, folks.
Softly spoken member of our crew every single time.
And it's so natural. I didn't even notice it. I didn't even realize it until RoBear said
This is my problem, Drak. It just
It's so
happens.
casual.
Like it just
It's
falls
so
out of my
casual.
mouth.
It casually
I love
happens
it.
77 times once.
I do think it's a very Brit thing to just be able to casually slip in swears.
I thought I was
think you do it
bad.
really well.
I thought I was bad until I rolled with Bife and started counting. I'm more in the 40 range. This man, he dunks on me. Michael Jordan of F-bombs.
Like it gets to the point of like you sit there and you need a measure for it. It's like the swearing equivalent of like Scaramucci's for our thing. Although is that like is that a Bife or is that a Marrow Strand? At that point? I don't know.
Tim is worse than you. It's true. It's cool. You are. Yeah. Actually,
It's like
all of
one
Marrow
of them
Strand with a couple of drinks is worse than you. Combined, their forces, they are the X.
No. Just the X. I am gonna do this announcement a few times, and it's gonna be all over my socials and a bunch of other places as the days goes on. There's just a lot of nonsense building up to this, but yeah, I am in the process of finishing / creating / driving towards finishing the massive complete story of Destiny video that goes over the last 10 years worth of lore and story stuff. I'm going to be talking about it a whole lot more over the next month. The slated release date that I am aiming and pushing for is prior to final shape, and that should be the 31st of May. Will we get there? Who knows? We'd need to figure out how the sausage is made first before we can actually talk about when it gets into the store. But that's the plan, and it's a lot. We have an amazing artist called Aslar who has been working on 38 different pieces of art for the chapters and the beginning and end of each of the different moments that happen that punctuate the story, all the big sort of things that will really define each kind of era of Destiny. He's done some amazing stuff. He's going to be animating them as well. We have some other potential plans if he has time left at the end, which might include some cool fly-throughs that help us really demonstrate where the story shifts to next. It is one of the biggest projects that I have done in terms of the raw amount of nonsense that it's going to be, and it is definitely the longest video. So, yeah, much support on that front would be most appreciated. Why is everyone laughing? Oh god, did I do it again? Did I swear?
No, you did nothing. Sam's being a goof.
Okay, cool. Alright. I was so afraid I dropped an F-bomb in there, and I was like, how did that one happen, man?
Actually, yes. Didn't want
I'm
to
just so feckin' excited. That's Irish. It doesn't count.
Full Father Ted mode. Let's
Irish
go.
You heard it here first. Ed said Irish doesn't count.
Sam will remember that.
Oh man, but yeah, no, that's my next month. I have cleared the decks. All the content I need to do up until final shape is done, except for this. The next month is me focusing on this one video and projecting things outwards. The last one was just under 4 hours. We have more stuff to cover that in both the past and the future of what we didn't know from then. This could be like a 5-hour video. This could be huge, and I'm very prepared for it to be the magnum opus of the channel if it works out well. And please show up and watch it and do things, because it was hard getting sponsors for this. Like it's really tough to sit there and be like, hey, people are going to listen to 5 hours of esoteric Destiny video game lore. I promise. I have the numbers to prove it this time. Actually, I do. So like, please, like, just do the thing
This
so
time,
we can pay
actually.
the artist. But yeah.
I tried to play the most epic ambient music I could possibly play for you. Well, you talked about the coup de grace, the magnum opus of your 10-year career from baby bife to adulting bife. We're all ready for it. It's cool. And yes, everyone will watch it.
Yeah. Oh boy, I sure hope so, because there's a lot of stuff riding on this. But yeah, that's my nonsense.
Before anyone else goes, I will go ahead and I forgot to grab this earlier, but yeah, here's your visual aid because we love a good social card.
Ooh.
And it's a great social card. So let's immortalize this, since this is only going to get to be used once. We got to get this thing up here.
Art by Rachel Denton. Check them out on Twitter and I believe other socials at Telenir. Incredible artists. They do very detailed art. But when I was looking for an Over the Garden Wall style artist, they are the one that actually reached out to me. They were like, I can do this. I'd love to do this. Just check them out. They're incredible artist.
So good. And Drak's headshot. I mean, he tries to claim not being a Chad. Are you kidding me?
Look at this man.
Love it. Who's next?
I'll take this one on behalf of both Sam and myself. On Tuesdays over on Wounded Warrior Project, you can find us with the very first season of The Fourth Age, the imagined next chapter in Middle-earth, a one-ring charity campaign, raising money for an incredible cast. We have, for those of you who watch the channel, the very familiar faces of both Becca Godsey and Sam, but we also have Lexi McQueen, also known as Black Girl Mage. We have Jasper William Cartwright, and we have Critical Bard. It is a phenomenal cast. We have some incredible artwork by Anna Sassy. You can check out their work at Anna Sassy Art on Twitter, and it is GM'd by yours truly. How much of a draw that is, I'm not sure, but it has been beautiful so far. We are already a fifth of the way through, and our journey is only just beginning. It's truly, truly special, and we would love to see you there.
You guys need to send me.
That is.
Ed is literally one of my go-to GMs. I don't know what Ed is talking about. Ed is an incredible GM.
Well,
That's probably the biggest show. Okay.
You guys need to send me your video so we can do the whole promo with
you
it.
want that right now?
Yeah, send it to
I have
me.
that on lock.
Because boom, look at that. Oh, I'm on it today. Let's go. But seriously, look at that art. Oh my god.
It's
Anna
gorgeous.
is incredible. Like, the turnaround on the art was one thing, but just the attention to detail was just phenomenal. So beautiful.
Think about commissioning them.
You should.
Do
Yeah,
it.
no, 100%.
Yeah.
Good luck. I already have 2 in. And we're not even at the sketch. We're not even at the sketch layer.
Yeah, we had to ask for a rush order.
Yeah, I was like,
And we asked them a few months ago, but we just wanted to make sure because it was 5 characters.
yeah,
Yeah,
I was
that
like, my production house, we're like, we're built on stilts over here, so it's like, hey, whenever you get to us, don't worry.
The video is in your DMs.
Yo, let's go. Who's got one more announcement that can get me to the point of where I can download this and show it? We just need one more filler. Who's got it?
Tomorrow is a brand new show over here on RoBear's channel. I'm sure he was going to talk about this and probably say even more about it. But we're going to be using Vecna.
Dun dun dun!
So obviously, over the DM, it's got me, Batty, Critical Bard, Ted, also Nerd Immersion. That's what he goes by.
Nerd Immersion on YouTube.
Yeah. And the D Flawless. Super excited for all of them to totally have healing on them, right? You're not going to rely on me?
I got healing word, yo.
Are you the cleric again, Sam?
Yeah. And she's a goblin, so she has no perks for it. Like,
your goblin that you made inside of Hero Forge is absolutely stunning, and we love her already. she stares into my soul when I look at that little gobbo.
She's great. Little egret pork shiv. I love her.
Pork shiv.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh,
Named after the first way that somebody was murdered by her dad.
the pork shiv.
I'll throw in another announcement.
Yes,
Stella's
please.
not here, so they can't tell me off. Next week.
Chat real quick.
Let's see my deal. Like, what are you doing, Drak? No. Next week, at 8 p.m. Eastern over on Cellular channel, we're going to be doing a City of Mist mini-series as a break between season 1 and season 2 of Our Lives After. So you can check that out on Thursday next week at 8 p.m. Eastern. We have a very cool, it's going to be pretty much the same cast as Our Lives After, except unfortunately Piper couldn't join us because they have to do real life stuff. But you're gonna find some very cool characters, is all I'm gonna say. Very broken characters is what we learned in our session 0, but very fun characters to play. So you can check that out on Stella's channel. They're going to be posting a graphic at some point today. I just beat them to it verbally.
You guys are so talented getting us to the video. Let's check out a little marketing video from our friend, shall we? Let's go. We love a good video advertisement. Love that.
If y'all want to catch up on the first 2 sessions, they're over on twitch.tv/Wounded Warrior Project in the VODs, where they will only be until Ed and I sell our souls to the editing devil and get them up on YouTube. But that won't be for months. So go catch up now.
You guys need to start in like the working document together that we all have on GDoc to like just drop all your links so I can be like ba-doo, 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 and throw it in chat when it all happens.
I'll be done to do that, yeah.
That would be awesome. Yeah, my news is covered because let's just be honest. If I'm doing something with Sam, Sam's already got it done before I can even think about doing it. And I love that. So much more organized than me. Dab on it. Turtleneck and chain.
My God.
By the way, we are both, I didn't realize it, but we're twinning with our buns. Truly our brother sister RP energy in full force.
Oh, mine was just so when I have to throw up, it doesn't get in my face.
I mean,
oh yeah, you're sick.
Each their own, I guess.
I mean,
I gotta run. I don't have to worry about it. Actually, I might take the headset with me though.
the only excuse that my forehead gets to dry out is because my office is so hot. I get away with not wearing the hat for just a little bit, but it's nice. With the intense moisturizing routine that I have to do on my forehead from wearing a cap all the time. The things we do. We need to pick up where we left off, though. Heading towards an anomaly in the sky. You guys had a nice, long sit down with the Grand Warden, Alan Kruger, laying out a plan to attack the anomalies that have formed around Stormforge, most certainly from Jan Sebin's doing. You guys were able to regroup, get your things together. Most importantly, fix your battered airship, thanks to Ian Cuttlescar, and begin to formulate your plan of attack, knowing that there's still a looming threat somewhere inside the city from Cymric, the grafter of realities, some sort of bond between man and machine that lingers out there, a coalition between two forces that would certainly hate each other any other way, between the Vosh Borg and their biological extension of life to the Silent Gear trying to extend themselves into machine, somehow brought together for one sole purpose: to always exist. Today's adventure brings you to those anomalies on the outside threat, heading in the airship to go pick up a new friend, an Aarakocra by the name of Zekius, a cleric of peace. We'll pick up in the RP on our new dual engine airship that has both crystalline power from the sciences and an air elemental of magical nature, propelling us forward into this constant storm that has developed around the city. You guys are free. Take the scene wherever you want on the airship.
I'm gonna do something real stupid. We're heading into this air pocket currently, or we are going somewhere else.
You're gonna pick up Zekius, and then you're gonna head to the anomaly.
So the rain currently in the background is just very ambient, right?
Yes, it is non-threatening, even though there are some bits and pieces of wild lightning. You're in Stormforge. That's just part of the gig.
Okay, cool. All right. I was sitting there being like, do I need to ask for a weather check? Whew. Okay.
Not yet, but we will.
All right. Cool. As some of the lightning strikes get kind of closer to the ship, and one of them is a little bit too close for comfort, Kaivar is just going to slowly take cover over by barrels here. You know, just holding on to some rigging, doing his thing.
I think Kallisto is below deck, kind of sat doing basic maintenance on his pistols. Not that they need it. I think it's more of a meditative practice of like pulling it apart and putting it back together again. We see him sat on the ground, legs crossed, going through.
Oh God, we did freeze. Oh, poor Drak. Poor Drak.
Jeez.
It was that last cough. Almost took out a rib and a
We're back. We're back. Can you guys hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
What did y'all last hear from Drak?
Do you hear us?
That he was sitting cross-legged.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Oof.
Stream back up.
Is it back
Still-
on?
Stream's not
buffering
up.
for me.
Cool. I can hit us with the bonk.
Hit us with a bonk. Let's see
We
here.
back? Okay, it looks like we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
We are so back.
We are so back.
So back.
Kallisto.
Wait
I enjoy
one
his almost
second.
immediate regret on Ed's face.
I'm so tired.
Hey,
I'm so sorry.
Knife, give him the bonk. Give him the bonk.
Oh, you need the bonk to wake up?
Oh, that's so subtle and fantastic. I love it. I love it.
There are many obnoxious soundboards, and yeah, I tuned that one down so that it was actually not fucking awful. Wait, are we live?
Number two.
what? Sorry?
Yeah,
Number two. Welcome to the Bife Show.
Apologies.
To save by I'm gonna continue and say Kallisto is below deck. Legs crossed as they're pulling apart their pistol and putting it back together again. And I think the rifle as well. And just making sure that they've maintained it. In fact, I think probably starting with the rifle, I think that's the one they haven't actually maintained since they've got it. Haven't done like a once over. So I think they're pulling it apart and checking each of the pieces, making sure they're all up to snuff, and putting it back together again. And again, it's more of a ritual to keep calm and ready themselves for what is to come.
I think seeing Kaivar scuttle over towards cover, Myshkin turns. Rivulets of rain still trickling down his newly formed horns. And just going and silently sitting beside Kaivar is going to cast... This isn't technically how you use it, but is going to cast Absorb Elements to the air just around, and is essentially just going to pull the rain into a small, almost like orb above Kaivar, so any water that falls down immediately just sort of sucked into this tiny, almost invisible sphere in the air, keeping Kaivar dry.
Yeah, yeah. I think Kaivar.
It lasts 6 seconds.
I think Kaivar probably just sits there and is quietly appreciative. Still very freaked out by thunder and lightning all around, but the thought, the thought is always there, and he's glad for the action. You get the kind of like, you can interpret the bug by this point. Like you know that when he looks back at you and he gives a little nod and he's got slightly wider eyes with that particular intonation of antenna, that he's genuinely thankful, a little relieved as well.
So we have yet to name the actual spell, Ed, and this would be lore on the channel that you would not know from a much, much older campaign called Tormund's Quest. But there is a very, very iconic scene that we have where me and Adam are playing D&D for the first time together, and we're at a hunting lodge, and all of our characters have a scene where we're sitting on the roof while the rain begins, and Adam describes casting this small sphere over us because he's a storm sorcerer at the time, which is now a god inside of our universe of Falterra, named Gale Everstorm. And this piece of music was playing at the time. Me and Adam were just talking last night about what we're going to canonically name this spell. But it is 100% what exists, and you can manifest it over the entire deck of the airship. So it really looks like an extra cloud, as if the ripples inside the balloons of the airships that require them for flight, we have this almost thin veil, this translucent bluish purple veil that perfectly sits, and you can see the water just run down like a gentle atrium, and it gives you all of the front porch cozy vibes of watching a storm roll in here in the south.
And you said I can name this?
We haven't named it yet. We're still thinking about it. So this is something for Mr. Adam.
Myshkin just looks up at the rain falling against this translucent, almost glass house, greenhouse-esque structure above them. And looking at Kaivar, just... I never knew the rain until I left my home. It was always too cold.
Only, snow for you? Yes?
Yes, only snow for this one. What of Kaivar?
No rain. Up. Only, only void. Yes?
Yes.
But I think I think I like the snow better than the rain. Yes.
The snow is beautiful. You can make things with it.
Real quick, I'm gonna roll. Far off lightning strike, not enough to screw with Kaival, mentally speaking. But yeah, it draws his attention. He notices it very much.
Yes, and snow is quiet. Yes. No noise. Just peaceful. Yes. I prefer it. I think yes. Suddenly, silence, like single, gentle whisper, where before, many thousands of tiny voices. Yes.
Kaivar likes the quiet.
Oh, yes.
So does this one. However, this one has also learned to appreciate the peace of thunder and of rain. Even if this one doesn't like getting wet.
You sort of see, it's a very weird experience for you seeing it sort of translated over, because the rain is not causing the same kind of problems for you as it would cause for Kaivar. Like on his chitin, nothing, doesn't give a damn. On his eyes though, he's doing that thing where he's kind of like constantly sort of like closing what he can of his eyelids and then just sort of wiping away liquid constantly whenever there's a loose bit that's getting underneath the spell. And it's just this thing of like, after you've actually cast it over him from before, it's finally a little bit of reprieve, you know? It's, you can almost imagine it a little bit like, finally you can turn the windscreen wipers off, right? Like, it's been that neat little thing. There's just a tiny bit left that has slightly dripped from one of his antennae down. And he's just kind of like got to that point where running it through his mandibles, cleaning that off, making sure that everything is all set. And as you see that, you hear out of the Vox again.
Maybe one day I will enjoy the rain, just like you, but for now, I prefer snow. Yes, but it is good to know that I preferred. Do you understand? Yes? No?
This one understands. But there's no need to be afraid of storms when we have one who can control them. And Myshkin just looks in the direction of Loluphia and back to you, Kaivar. We are safe. This one promises.
Oh, yes. But I think unwise to tempt wrath of storm. Yes. After all, if someone made Loluphia mad, she could.
And Kaivar's just going to point out to the closest lightning strike, and just sort of do that. Very much acknowledges the point that's been made, but also in the presence of it, is sitting there and still respectful of the raw power of everything that's around him. Also pointing more to the sort of relationship that he has with Lolly as well, in the sense that he still sort of sees her as that matriarchal figure, someone that you don't with, don't screw around. I caught it that time. I was so close to not doing it, but I caught it.
Myshkin just places a hand on your shoulder. This ghostly hand that now does not leave his wrist. And just laughing. My friend, I feel if that was the case, I would have been hit by lightning a long time ago. I think you're safe.
Yes. I think I am too.
A little more pep in his step, a little more confidence, sort of standing there. Concept of a joke is still not really something Kaivar immediately has grasped perfectly, but can at very least see the humor of the situation. It's a weird one, his entire explanation of a lot of things is very matter of fact. Doesn't pick up on the mannerisms of it, but he's slowly starting to get the inklings of it here.
Myshkin just gives Kaivar's closest approximation to his shoulder a squeeze and just looks up and continues to watch the rain trickling down.
Lolly would have been on top of the deck, especially in the middle of a storm. She's doing what she does best, helping maneuver, for particularly Kilthed, through the storms and be the eyes that he needs. But as soon as this new canopy just comes over, just, why didn't I think of that? She says.
You all see Farouk at the actual helm of the airship. Kilthed is not on the wheel for the first time. And you can see that Farouk's hands are completely off of the wheel. His hands are up and placed forward as if he's conducting a symphony. And you can hear him cackling in the front as he pilots the actual elemental. He turns around and looks back over towards you, Lolly. Wait till I tell you the stories this elemental has. We've been talking all afternoon on the way up to pick up Zekius.
I would be really glad of it, actually. And she says, approaching in awe of what you are doing. not knowing that Farouk had this power within him. Where did you meet Ezekias? I know you trust him, but...
Well, Ezekias has long been how do we say it? An arbitrator? I think that's what they call him in the fancy legalese.
I couldn't tell you.
He's helped settle a lot of disputes in the upper city. He is wise beyond his years. As I said before, he is a man of peace. I've never seen him hurt a fly. He handles things with grace, courage, integrity. And he is a dear friend. We've known each other for many years, but rarely get to spend more time than the afternoon or evening. And sometimes under the worst of circumstances. But I'm excited to see my friend.
Well, hopefully this is a short trip, and you can spend that valuable time with him. Outside of work. Sounds like you really admire him.
I do not know how Ezekias particularly does it. Some things call for conflict in life. And even when that arises, he seems to be able to stick true to his principles and aid his friends without casting. He truly loves thy neighbor no matter what. Even if they are an evil of evils, he somehow spots the 1 ounce of good that may be left or intact in their soul.
It sounds beautiful. Well, good, so he can see the good in mine.
You know you can do this as well, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I didn't think of it.
Well, there's never really been a cause with all these fancy machines. But I think Stormforge might be flipping over a new leaf. I don't think they would have been able to handle an airship like this before, but with power outages such, all of a sudden that's in the world of divination. Well,
Yeah.
we're the newest thing since sliced bread.
It hasn't been enough time for me to gather my feelings or notice how the public is reacting. I'm
Ollie,
not sure how I feel yet.
you're just the kind of people that we need the most. You're not what's considered one of the crazy cooks up north. You're a warden. The people look up to you. Whether you like it or not, you're a role model for us in divination now.
The flattery is nice. But I will ask for no more. But I appreciate you being here. Also, how do you do this? She says, kind of what he's doing now. And just looking around in awe. Like, aren't you tired? You don't have to focus on something? Do you need me to bring you anything?
No, I'm just keeping company, actually. This is all just real fancy. It's all they're doing.
I wouldn't say all. Give yourself some credit, too.
Well, I mean, little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit, she says, patting his shoulder. Do you know where Kallisto is? Kilthud, wait, why are you manning the ship?
Kilthud disappeared down into the galley hours ago. He reinstalled a new kitchen when they... You've seen it, haven't you?
I have not.
Oh, Well, since he's got a live action elemental on board, I mean, why not have a full style elemental range? Points to a little cutaway scene where Kelthud now has a complete commercial kitchen that actually has part of the elemental loop that goes through it, has a full elemental fire range on an airship that is controlled. He can do all of the fancy style French cooking to his heart's delight. And if you could perk up your nose a little bit, he's currently working on a bolognese.
I love bolognese.
Kelthud comes out. Now, I understand you might start to get a little hungry, but it's not going to be ready until we finish our job. No less than 2 hours inside that elemental oven. Beef needs to break down. Get all them good crispy bits inside. Bless you.
That was a cough, baby.
Oh. Anyone doing anything else while we go to pick up Zekias? As we head towards the upper city, by the way, here's a link. I can't help but not drop this. Buy one of these. It's a family heirloom. It's literally what we're using right now. It is French enamel Dutch oven, and it's on sale. I can't currently pick out which color I'm going to get, but I've wanted one of these for so long.
Hashtag sponsored, not sponsored.
I need to make an Amazon link just for my food RP. Kelthuds.
Oh, a good old Le Creuset. Oh my god, yes.
It's 35% off right now.
These things are wildly expensive, but
they're lifetime things. Like, they will be passed down to your, great grandkids if you take care of it. Yes. As you guys circle around the peaks of these elaborate structures that have been built, of these floating thatch air pods, there are perches all over where you can see thousands of these Aarakocra everywhere above this storm, looking out like Overwatch across the city. There is this air of confidence as the airship floats up and pulls gently to a stop in front of one thatched hut that looks entirely different than the rest. It is bound together by what appears like a zebra wood. It is very distinct in its striped pattern. It is not sphere-like. The other ones look like a mixture of different types of garden gourds that are floating up above. This has geometry. And it is what appears to be a perfect floating pyramid up amongst the rest of the very, very random and wild nature design. This seems very purposeful. The door even opens up in a triangular, like Triforce pattern as it removes itself. And slowly stepping over in white and gold robes is a very blonde and off-white feathered Aarakocra with just the most stunning of hazel combination eyes. It's a gold and like Syrian blue that kind of just stares through, and there is a calmness. His hands are held together. You cannot see his talons as they are tucked as he walks straight forward with his arm out in right angles. And he simply walks and steps as the ship is slow rolling, just enough for him to casually step right onto the vessel. Faroük, like a golden retriever, has already run from the wheel. Kelthon, take the wheel! As he runs over and he picks up this stoic demeanor Aarakocra and gives him a spin like it's his first night at winter formal. And you can see a big smile across that Aarakocra's face as he sets him down. It is good to see you, Ezekias. It is my pleasure, old friend. I hear we have work to do. Indeed. I have no idea what we might find in this first anomaly, but I knew we could rely on you to help us. Indeed. Bonds of peace and fellowship shall remain no matter what we find inside of yon sea bin's hellscape. Please introduce me to the others. I would say that this is my party, Ezekias, but this is my family. Myshkin, Kaivar, Loluphia, Kallisto. Kelthud is at the helm. As he points to everyone.
It's a pleasure.
Callisto will walk forward and put out a hand to shake. Welcome to our party, I suppose. Faroük has spoken very highly of you.
He extends his talons. It is a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Wardens, for everything that you do for Stormforge. There are not many who enjoy the kinds of protections that you can afford for a city in the sky. There are many places that we go where people cannot defend themselves. Yes, it is always exciting in the air. You have been quite busy, I hear.
What all have you heard? She says, looking at Faroük.
Faroük puts his hands up like a soccer player who's obviously committed a foul.
So a soccer player.
Well, Faroük has told me of what possibly could have been the cause of such extreme divination.
What are your thoughts on that?
Far overdue that your city accepts the truth that both science and faith can coexist on the same level. It is not absurd where we come from. This is something that Stormforge fights itself. It is very concerned. The Dunvoken people, industrious inventors. But being first doesn't matter. Being the strongest at a particular time doesn't matter. But that is not how they see it. And so their ideology permeates the world that you all live in to this day. Hopefully it's starting to change just a bit.
I think there will be a pretty significant shift in Stormforge. That much is for sure. But right now, we can't really think or worry about that. Has Farouk told you about what we're dealing with? Or have you seen for yourself?
He has done a fantastic job of keeping me informed of this situation. Yansi Bin is not new to me. He's what has created the nomadic lifestyle that our people live in to this day. It's what forced us to become the consultants that we are of the skies. Had it not been for Yansi Bin pushing us into this lifestyle, I feel we may have never come into contact with your plane, staying comfortably in our own zone inside the plane of air. Exile is nothing new. He chooses to control every bit of the sky, believing it all to be his. That is not new. But taking on something of this magnitude, not just a city, the floating city of Stormforge, for that is bravado that we cannot stand for. When we received the message of Farouk, we came, no questions asked, even if Stormforge wasn't prepared to receive our help. Thankfully, it looks like that's starting to change. So,
from your run-ins or experience with Yansi Bin, is there anything we should know? Any advice you could give?
I think the most important thing to understand is that Yansi Bin is a petty man. He makes for a petty demigod. He wants to consider himself a god, but we like to call him Demi. Riles him up. Not the smartest of gents I've ever met either. Farouk maybe even told me a small story as he looks over towards Myshkin.
While he looks at Myshkin.
Yes, we are aware of his shortcomings. Power doesn't always come with wisdom, but aside from power and worship, what do you believe Yansi Bin's ultimate goals are?
Yansi Bin is the kind of person that worships the last thing he thought of. The last thing that someone said to them. I highly doubt that he truly wants to make his conquest of the skies. I think the root of all of his demeanor is his jealousy. He sees things that he wishes to accomplish. He saw our city, our community in the sky, and wanted to wipe us from the plane of air. We walked around him and built amazing structures that even in the worst of weather that can survive. I think that he's jealous of all the rulers that he could never be. A constant failing general in a failing wartime unable to embrace the peace that community and collaborating living could bring. I think he sees Stormforge as the city that he wished he had. Instead, he breeds hate, corruption, and torment. It is his curse.
A curse, but also a means by which he might be met. Reasoned with, even. Even the unreasonable can be negotiated with.
Indeed, as I said, I don't believe him to be the brightest individual that I've ever met. I think your story is living proof of it. I admire it.
Well, I don't know whether he will be so fooled twice in a row, but we may have something else that might shift the parameters of his jealousy somewhat.
I think we can all work together and form a solution for this poor temper tantrum that he is in now. But alas, first we must take care of the anomalies. We do not want him to be any stronger than we allow. And unchecked, well, as petty as he seems, can wield the storm like no other.
Well, not quite like no other. And Myshkin is once again just going to look towards Lolly.
She looks away.
I think we may be able to command the storms in an altogether kinder fashion. Less petty.
Big smile across his beak. Well, I will do my best to aid you in wielding this storm. All that I ask you is to love one another and walk that path together, but I think it may be the easiest request I have ever made. Mechanically.
Myshkin just...
Oh, go ahead.
No. Okay.
Mechanically, as long as you are in a 30-foot radius of each other in a daisy chain, you guys have the Bless property. Just like the Peace domain, this does stack with Bless. However, this chain can also be broken by your own demeanor inside of RP. Things like natural ones where a cantrip may fire off and disturb someone's concentration, or something happens that another may not agree with. The bond can also be temporarily broken.
Does it matter who we are close to? Is it just one or the other?
It has to all organically change. So you need to be in 30-foot radius of Kallisto. Kallisto needs to be 30-foot radius to the next person, and it must complete the loop.
Oh,
Oh, it's to be in a circle.
So
Doesn't have to be a
the
circle.
way that
It could be a
this is set up.
wild amoeba. But if someone gets yeeted, the daisy
Okay.
chain breaks.
And that way, you'll all be that much more susceptible to my big AoE. But it's okay, because you have the bless for the dexterity save. Now, it is a DC 30, but you've got a 1d4, so you'll be okay.
Something about the butcher and the cow's ass. I'm not sure. It's
Well, you can get comfortable. We've very recently renovated this ship.
I see. This
Just
is
start getting going.
quite the accomplishment. But yes, let us make
Yeah.
haste. Well, the anomalies
By the way,
go
we have
stronger.
another one. Kelthad, he's below deck.
He. It's okay. I got everything in the Dutch oven. We're good to go. He looks over at Zekias. We're having bolognese after. I know it's kind of arrogant and confident to think that we can just go into combat and have a meal later, but it calms my nerves to have something prepped and ready to go. We went to the Forgotten Lands and everything was so rush. Make biscuits now. Do this. Short, simple meals. I wanted to work on something good. This probably all sounds very silly.
Everything you make is good.
Thank you, Kelthad.
Yes, and good to have food to look forward to come back for. Yes.
Well, much appreciated. Thank you. Is there anything that you all would like to do before you go head first into the anomaly?
Put my boots on.
Yeah, I'll probably do that. I'll probably do that
Yes.
as well.
I'm good.
But I'll also go up to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Bife.
I'm gonna do one last thing. This is a very, very simple. Like, I've been rolling not dex saves, int saves in the background with regards to Zekias. Just because he is Burb and Kaivar Frady. This is the last of 3.
I was wondering what you're rolling on.
We're flat on all 3, which means, yeah, he will approach Zekias and at very least do his little kind of like little one-handed big hand wave.
Hello.
Hello.
And then okay. if there was no reply, Kaivar was 100% just gonna like crab walk away.
Aren't you interesting?
Yes. You are Zekias. Yes.
Yes.
I am Kaivar. And I am not food. Yes.
No, not at all.
Oh, yes. Good. Yes. Thank you. Yes. I just wanted to make sure. Yes.
As he reaches into a rather large bag on his side and produces this absolute unit of a trout. And it's an actual knucklehead trout. And he goes, and in my famous mispronunciation of the year, Piscatarian! And he tosses that knucklehead trout up, and you see that disturbing shovel beak. It's just the absolute worst as he swallows this massive knucklehead trout in front of you.
I'm just gonna roll an intelligence save for that again.
Oh, I thought I was in that one.
You would have seen a deeply disturbed Kaivar if it was in that one. still somewhat disturbed watching this vision of nature just portraying all of its viciousness.
Even Farouk's eyes go into Cinder Soul form for a minute, where he's like, "Ooh. Good God." The stinkiest throat coat.
There we go.
Oh.
I didn't want to do it.
Oh, hey Raiders. Hey Raiders.
CV comes in while the fucking Aerococker becomes the throat coat. There's no recovering from this.
CB.
How you doing? What's going on?
What's up, fam? Oh, I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh.
Yeah,
Anyway, so the bird was deep floating in nothing.
I think that's how the tale goes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Legend has it he's
First.
still trying to.
There's the hare and the tortoise and the bread and a knuckle. It's a well-known tale.
Yeah.
Wait, do you actually call it the hare and the tortoise?
Yeah. Hares are different
Tortoise
things.
and the hare?
That's the
Oh,
tortoise.
no. The tortoise and the hare and tortoise.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, that doesn't even roll off the tongue.
None of them really do.
Sam's like, we call it the rabbit and the turtle where I come from.
Excuse me, sir. I sound much.
Hares and
more
rabbits are
than
different
that.
things. And turtles and tortoises are also different things. Yeah.
yes.
Oh, God. Anything else you would like to discuss before we head into the anomaly?
Nah, Kaiva's gonna just do the crab shuffle away and put his boots on.
Yeah, Lolly's just putting these shoes on.
Them new
Callisto-
boots.
Callisto just walk by Myshkin and just very casually pat them on the back and go, "Congratulations," as they go to put on their boots. Doesn't seem to elaborate at all on it. Just walks by.
What? And Myshkin just looks after you and just kind of like shakes his head and sort of makes a mental note to follow that up later as he just begins to start. I think at this point, Myshkin, I think Myshkin is increasingly aware that for the last couple of weeks or so, he's just been wearing a sack. Going down into the ship itself, I think Myshkin's just going to wrap up in whatever clothes there are for now, just as a halfway house.
Farouk's going to be kind of looking like Marty McFly on the hoverboard for the first time. How do you get your damn balance on these things? For the first time, I can say I'm very happy to have wings.
Do we each have these boots, or is it just Lolly?
No, everybody does. You guys all have a pair.
Good. Then, while Myshkin is playing dress up downstairs, Lolly would bring him his boots. We were given these. She says, setting them down on probably just a barrel or a crate.
Myshkin looks at them, clearly intended for humanoid feet, and then down at his own triple-jointed paws, and give me a moment. And he just sits down, and you can see that as he bends and as he sort of moves about, he's still not quite used to the extra height that he has, as occasionally he doesn't account for the scraping of his horns against the hull of the ship, and even with his hands, you notice that there is, every time he makes contact with anything, there's sort of an extra amount of time that he takes just running his hands along and taking time to perhaps not enjoy but appreciate the sensations about him as he just sits down and starts to just kind of loosen and like break in the boots a little bit just to kind of make them more friendly to his cat-like form.
You could jump up and down. That's usually what I have Ziva do. That way it like breaks the heel of it a little bit more. Pressure.
Myshkin just actively breaks the heel apart with his hands, and there's
That's no fun.
I am not jumping for your amusement.
I just want to see if your horns hit.
Zekias leans over towards you. You do realize that those are magical, they're form-fitting.
I did not.
As when you put the boot on, it's like it sections into the form-fitting of your actual foot.
Oh! Remarkable.
They fit perfectly.
You're very kind.
All right. I haven't worn shoes in so long, she says, and a little uncomfortable. But rejoining with the rest of the group.
As you walk, you just hear Myshkin whisper to you, I hear if you jump up and down.
No need to jump when I can fly.
What approach do y'all want to take headed towards this anomaly?
I have a technical question regarding this. The anomaly is, our ship and the anomaly, such obvious points considering that it's a big old airship. However, this is an airship that is being powered currently by an air elemental. And this is a big stretch, I'd think, but worth asking. If I were to cast Pass Without Trace on the air elemental, how likely is it that we'd be able to quietly sneak in without being noticed?
Well, it is a dual purpose. So, you can actually shut off the mechanical side and cast Pass Without a Trace on the air elemental. We can make this thing as silent as we want.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, okay. I mean, if everyone's down for that, I can give that a go. No guarantees it works, because I mean, it's a big airship, right? So like, sound isn't the only factor; it's also sight. But like, who knows?
I'm down.
The anomalies are also like their own self-contained units. They're as if you've kind of instanced into a plane. You don't know what you're getting until you go inside of them.
Lily would have explained this to the group, that it's exactly what Myshkin and her went through.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in that case.
Which means we don't know. It doesn't make sense. We'll figure it out. Don't get sucked in.
In that case, not really knowing how best to approach a air elemental in terms of cultural stuff, Kaivar is going to square up next to Farouk, and there's going to be a moment where he just sort of looks over, standing at his shoulder, quite deliberately trying to make it so that his presence isn't interrupting or interfering. Twists a few knobs on the side of the Vox. And the next words that come out are in Primordial, which is actually one of the languages that Kaivar knows. And for the sake of nonsense, I'll not do any other bits, but it's a very polite petition for the elemental to reach down part of its form.
Say that again?
it's a polite petition for the air elemental to reach down a part of his form. I think I need to make contact with it in order to pass without trace.
Ooh. Kyvar, I want you to roll an Arcana check. $19. How confidently are you stepping up towards the ring of this air elemental?
A little timidly, but not so timidly that I'm in the corner by the barrels like I was before. The presence of Faroük is very much an anchor. Kyvar has seen you two very much having your strong back and forth. It's one of those moments where he's approaching it almost like a third wheel within a group of two friends. Like, how do I best put it? It's literally like meeting the friend of a friend, right? So that's kind of the spirit in which Kyvar approaches, a little shyly, and hits with that formal greeting for the first time around, because he doesn't know what it's like. He's testing the waters. So, not full on jumping in, not knowing the person, going in for a hug, but attempting to be as polite as possible.
There is no actual sound, but there is a reverberation that you can feel in your chest, almost like strong bass, as you see a mirror of your own hand extend out from this fire elemental, but it is cool to the touch.
Hand in hand, is going to reach one tall hand up to the elemental, and will place another on what is within reach of the actual deck of the ship, and momentarily holds focus as he casts Pass Without Trace.
Alright. You guys can all apply it from the hand that is over on the left-hand side of your VTT and typing in Pass Without a Trace.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I still had it on myself. Now I got it back.
So
All right.
Didn't know that, but that's excellent. That exists.
This is very cool.
So
How
repeat
do we
that. Where?
do
How do we do that?
You see the anvil in the top left. There's a bunch of things underneath it. Look for the hand that's got sparkles. If you click that and then type in the search effect bar, just go Pass Without Trace, and it will actually bring it up for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so cool.
Wait, I don't see an anvil.
In the very top left, the like Foundry logo anvil. It's like right.
Oh, the foundry. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's right above the like token controls and like your measuring ruler and your actual selecting tool. Like in that same group of icons is the hand.
Oh, okay, cool. There you go.
All right. As the ship lurches forward, moving ever so silently towards this swirling sphere, this unnatural globe in the sky that seems to be of extra concentrated energy. we're going to have everybody make that stealth roll when we come back from a quick break.
Hell yeah.
Oh, the big stretch!
Oh, I'll be back in just a moment.
I will hold the chat down. How's everyone doing this afternoon? Good to see you all. And yes, the hat is gone because we still have no AC inside of my office, but we're doing good. Doing good. We got some fans up. We're making the best of it. 3 hours of sleep. Let's go. Let's go. You can practically run 2 days off of that. Sounds of rain. I love it so. Ooh, cold turkey energy drinks. Yeah. You'll feel so much better though. You know, this entire time I have been so rude, I need to show you the piece of artwork that is the basis for Zekius.
Sorry about that.
Good, perfect timing. We just went on break.
Everything okay, Sam?
I'm so sick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, in that last bit, I could feel the chills and like body aches coming back from my fever.
Oh.
It's like, I don't feel good. So I just took some medicine. I just gotta wait for it to hit. And that's why makeup is a beautiful thing. So I don't look like a corpse. We love it. Where did y'all end off on?
We're headed towards the anomaly. We're going to make a roll with Pass Without a Trace to see how we head in, whether it's with our forehead or with our sneaky feet.
Okay, so the roll hasn't been done yet.
No, roll hasn't
it's
been
not
done
been
yet.
done.
You haven't missed anything.
Also, there is a new foundry thing that you can do. If you look where like the measuring tape is in the thing, you'll see a hand in the top left. It's like a hand with sparkles on it.
Sparkle hand.
Yeah. Clicking that and then typing in Pass Without a Trace in the bar that comes up, and you can throw that on your character. Yeah. Ooh, I like the thunder sounds, by the way.
Thank you. Monument Studios. They do fantastic work.
Should we also use that thing to apply the bless, or are we just gonna hold off on that and do it individually?
We're going to do that individually because there can be so many ways that it breaks.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Sorry.
Apology not accepted. I do not forgive you. Never mind, I completely forgive you.
Gato.
Oh. Man. You best give her extra cuddles, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
And even though he is not featured inside the combat,
Wait, combat?
here he is in all of his glory. Bird boy.
Aw. You're so beautiful.
Is an art piece by Victor Minguez, I believe is their last name, from the Dominaria set, A Sarah Disciple. Maybe my favorite piece of Eric Holkra artwork.
That's beautiful.
I loved your description of him.
I'm glad you liked the inspiration for the voice. The little bit of nose bits in there. He always remains with us. Will canonically speak for the burbs.
Yeah, well, because Glam did so well at giving him a speech pattern that really made sense for a bird as well.
Yeah.
Staccato.
Yes.
That's exactly it. There's just all those
like-
little breaks.
Yeah, and staccato with his sentences too, not just the individual words. Like, the full sentences ended abruptly, as opposed to just the little bits.
There could be a pause for every bug, if need be. By the way, Ed, you will need to go on push to talk, because I can hear all of your biologicals because of the gain in the mic.
Your mic's just so good.
I can hear the chew,
Yeah,
the
like I said
swallow,
earlier,
the process.
It's probably because my throat is struggling so damn much. It's working overtime. Let me see.
You just do that on Discord.
Yeah. Is that any better? If I give a big swallow.
Yeah, I could hear it.
God damn. How about that? Is that okay?
We'll see. Yeah.
Do you need
I
help
don't know
putting
what
it on
it
push to talk?
No, it's just it.
Your mic is just too good. That's literally it.
The trouble is because I've got Foundry up differently. It's just gonna.
Well, once you're situated, you'll be fine. Just while you're snacking. Oh, Sam. You poor thing. Oh.
I'm fine. The show must go on. She's not.
Well, here. does the show need to take a break here? Because you're on Struggleville.
I just need my ibuprofen to hit so my fever goes away. And that should be in the next like 15 minutes.
You're gonna make me turn into the adult of this party real quick.
Trust me, I will let you know if I can't go on.
Well, that face on camera is the sign.
No, it's fine. Just don't make me roleplay so much. The beginning half of this, where y'all were silent, I was like, dear God, y'all, you're all roleplayers. Speak the hell up. I'm over here dying, having to talk because nobody else will.
Yeah, I kind of wrote myself into a corner with the whole hides near the barrels bit. I'm sorry.
Like melting into oblivion.
He's quiet and very nervous near the barrels, but he won't
I can't
shut the
stand emptiness.
I tried to speak to myself as long as I could.
I could tell. We got this, RoBear.
Our initial chat, like Myshkin and Kaiva, was like, "Yep, that's taking it out of me."
I'm so sorry, Ed.
No, like in a good way, but I just suddenly it was like, oh boy.
It was a beautiful image, though.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get that stealth check.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I don't think Loluphia has Password Trace on him. I think.
I will put
Yes.
that on there for you.
Are we all rolling a stealth check?
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be one big stealthy one.
Oh, get it, Myshkin. Ooh. Bloody hell. That was a
Loluphia and Kallisto tying again is ridiculous.
Bruh.
So romantic.
How does it happen like this?
All the time.
There's that synergy. It's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
This will be the first time. I don't think I've ever put Pass Without a Trace on Elemental before. Let's go.
It's a fire elemental too, so it's got pretty decent dex. So that should be a half decent roll too.
Here we go. Oh god, it's got a plus 13 stealth. Oh, that's because
That's
duh.
what
Would.
I just put 10 in there. I was like, how does it? No.
No, it was on a 20 for a second.
Can I
Fun
throw
off
a
it.
lucky to the fire elemental, or at least like a guidance with
Looking at the
with
log,
void
we have
touch?
12
I kept up with
Indomitables.
it. Oh, that's true. Yeah, Indomitables. Yeah, we have a lot of Indomitables.
Yeah, I'm gonna mark one of the Indomitables off. Oh, nope. Here we go. Now we have 11.
Well, I'm at that. Given that it is a skill, and okay, never mind, we're all good. Yep.
Let's go to a 19. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Farouk is a plus 15 now. Look at those numbers. 30. Okay. 30 plus 39 plus a 32 plus 21. Where is Myshkin at? Oh, Myshkin was at 36.
Sneaky little cat.
Myshkin stuff was so high we couldn't find his roll.
Dude. 26.16. All right. Let's do the thing. as you all begin to slowly crest towards this ball of hate in the sky. You cross in through that threshold and emerge on the other side, trying to tuck yourself into the clouds the best you can. As you stare about, there are simply what can be put packs of what appears like sky wolves in the sky. Part cloud, almost part werewolf. They are the only things that dominate this anomaly.
That is such sick art.
This is from the Tome of Beasts from Kobold Press.
Hell yeah, we love Kobold Press.
Yes. Just a little reflavored by moi.
I just realized I have another announcement. I'm going to be playing over on Kobold Press on Sunday. I just reminded me.
Yeah!
It
You're
would be you to have an announcement like 2 hours in.
What do you guys want to pull off while these sky wolves currently are oblivious to your presence in the sky?
Is there any sense of source to the anomaly at all?
It is a manifestation of the energy inside of it. In particular, Zekius has warned you of the pettiness and the hatred that the Cult of Air thrives off of. It is a low frequency.
Do we feel that dealing with these sky wolves is what will close anomaly? Like this is the source of it's the energy within, or is it something else?
I'm giving you what you have heard before.
Okay.
It is based off Zekius and what Lolly and Myshkin have told you.
I will saddle up next to Zekius and under my breath go, is there a particular energy source we need to go to deal with this anomaly?
All anomalies have their own set of rules. I don't know what this pack thrives off of. You can just see them swarming, and it's kind of like a like you see them running as a pack, and just every now and then like a normal cloud seems to kind of pass through, and they just savagely run towards it and rip it apart. Sparks go flying. You can see a condensation of a bit of cold energy as it just anything that goes in here that is not pure Tempest gets eviscerated. Well, that was a very heavy metal.
I will pull up again as quietly as possible, as not to make them any more aware of our presence as possible. I'm gonna pull up my rifle and look through the scope and use that to do a quick 360 of where we are, if there's anything else out of place or significant here.
Go ahead and since you are stealthed inside this cloud, perception with advantage.
$23.
23 as you scan about trying to look for a possible energy source. There is nothing inside of this area except for this pack. It seems to be very straightforward.
Again, I think just so there's as little movement as possible, my necklace will glow slightly as I reach out to Loluphia and just say, it's just us and these skywolves. I think they might be the energy within.
Well, then it's time to take out some skywolves.
One last thing, RoBear.
Yes.
Not sure if this is a perception check, roll, nature check, something along those lines, maybe arcana. These wolves, do they look like they're made of thunder or lightning or both?
What ability are you using on this? Your lore?
I mean, I could use Bardic lore if that's what you want me to. I
Yeah.
didn't know whether it would be something like perception or arcana or maybe even nature.
Yeah, use this lore.
Alright, let's give it a go.
It kind of freaks you out that it's part cloud, part wolf. You're not gonna lie. That one claw. I will give you that when you saw it eviscerate the normal kind of Stradivarius kind of cloud that floated in, that part of it froze.
You just get a little kind of like insecty gulp out of Kaivar. Yeah. Right. Psychically, you get a very timid voice in your head, Kallisto.
I will go when you go. Yes?
Callisto, actually since telepathically, you respond telepathically. Yeah. I think the only way we're going to get out of this and deal with this anomaly is to take out these skywolves. I suppose go when I go. And I will... Sure. I have rogue levels. Having surprise round actually very good for me. I'm going to fire at one of the skywolves.
All right, so this will all happen at the same time. You can take a shot with your gun. Anybody else can do a spell.
Yeah. Seeing you tense up, about to unholster and pull the trigger, Kaivar is going to go ahead and take a look at the front portion of things. Still a little freaked out by the fact that the wolves are so close, but in particular very worried about what would be the ship's starboard side. Real quick, Drak, do I get a bead of which one you were aiming at?
I think I definitely telegraph it so everyone can see. I'll aim for the one directly east of us, one right here.
Okay. All right. Just as you go ahead and do this, Kaivar is going to cast slow on that one, and because it's a 40-foot cube, it will also hit the other guy that is just below that one. Context: this will also drop past without trace. Granted, it is a surprise round, so like we weren't going to keep that, but yeah, just so everyone knows. And boom, there we go.
And I think Myshkin, understanding that a fight is probably imminent, is going to hold Summon Draconic Spirit.
I'm right here. What do you mean?
Play. That's so cool.
Our most powerful weapon.
I would like to have Lolly step right here. And she is going to cast. You might want to move that critter.
Ed, where would you like the Draconic Spirit to be?
You are
You're muted.
muted.
Or at least we're not hearing you.
I was just saying, let me have a look. I reckon. Just. Do you see that?
Are you doing a ping?
Oh,
I see.
Out
Down
there.
there.
Storm like there.
Yeah, you can fly. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. I want to flank them.
Yeah, get in on that flank. Draw some aggro. Hell yeah.
You got it. All right, you're doing Draconic Spirit. Lolly.
Stepping away from Kallisto. Not far, but just so he does not get in this line of fire. She is going to cast. How do I rotate something that is not like make a diagonal? I have
You
a
hold
line,
shift.
Scroll. Wheel. Right?
Oh, that's not it.
Whoa.
She is going to cast Ride the Rifts. It's going to be at the one directly to my left and the one at the bottom right.
Ride the Rifts. I don't know this spell. When you cast this spell, you gain 1 level. Oh, this is like crazy Drakenheim. So no contamination. Stroke of Eldritch Lightning in a line 60 feet long and 5 foot wide. Blast out from the direction you choose. Each creature in the line must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. The creature takes 10d6 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much.
Actually, is this bottom right one slowed as well?
We don't know yet.
Yeah,
It's
they'll
in
need to
the-
make
it's
the
in the
saves,
aura.
but if it's in
What is
the
that
aura,
green box? Yeah.
that's the area of the slow.
Oh, okay. Actually, I would like to put it between the top right and the bottom right.
You got it.
So like between that boy and that boy, right?
Yeah, the two in the slow aura.
You got it.
Sick.
And that's going to be great too, because it's a dex save, and if they fail on the slow, it's going to be harder for them to save on that. Hell yeah. Good thinking, Sam.
I just read words.
And for a change, since we have Bless, Farouk is gonna conjure Bane and upcast it. And
Yes!
Oh my gosh, we got Drak and Bane. Wow.
the fire rises.
This is coming to guess.
Let's go!
You have my permission to cry.
Lovely, lovely voice.
My God.
Us Brits having mugs around from tea constantly is a problem when it comes to the Bane voicing.
I legitimately thought Sam was about to try and do it into her cat.
Ginger ale, I don't.
Oh no.
I need to do this. I get 3, so then 4, 5, 6. All right. Here we go. I am now concentrating DC 19. All right, Kallisto, go ahead and make your shot first, and we'll go down the line of all this stuff for you guys' surprise round.
Okay. So how do I put the right bullet in? How do I change the bullet type?
You have to actually go in and edit the item, which is not optimal at the moment, but I can do it for you real quick.
Yeah. I want to go for the. I'll go for the fire bullets.
Is this going to be on 47 rifle or clan pistol?
It's going to be on my Cloud Dragon clan pistol.
Yes, got it. Okay. And which one did you say again?
The fire bullet.
Fire bullet. Got it. Engaged.
Perfect. And I'm gonna trigger my. Actually, this is one action, so I'm just gonna go for it and see if I hit. I hope I hit. Anything I can do to give me advantage? This they don't know we're here. Does that give us advantage?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, perfect. With that advantage, I'm then going to also do sharpshooter then. With this shot. And
you apply sharpshooter the same way as you did Pass Without a Trace?
Yep, I have that on right now.
Awesome.
And shoot. 26 to hit.
Targeting this guy right here.
Yeah.
You got it.
Whoa, I forgot that it was the Cloud Dragon.
Yeah. So I deal 38 points of damage plus sneak attack. Which is, where's my sneak attack right now? 2d6. Cool. 42 points of damage with my shot. I guess that's what I can do. So yeah, I fire my, I pull out my Cloud Dragon cannon pistol, freshly, I guess reinvigorated by my mother Ifrit, and the weight feels almost completely perfect in my hands as I lift it up and fire a shot, and you hear a thunderous boom come from it.
Oh, ho, ho. You see, your piercing is halved. The thunder is halved. Fire is doubled.
Thought so.
And then
That'll be the end of my turn.
sneak attack. On this pistol, you get to choose. So I'm assuming you would like that to be fire.
Oh, 100% making that fire, yeah.
Absolutely. Here we go. Double the damage. So you get another 8 on the sneak.
Oh, yeah.
I will go ahead and rock my Bane since you guys have saves all. We'll go ahead and drop that one first. Here we go. I'm going to start up at the very top, and I'm just going to go clockwise on all these beasts over here. Oh God, we're going to have to go up like every time. I knew better. I so knew better. Dang it. First one saves.
Is it meant to be a dex save? I thought Bane was charisma.
Why on earth was that? Oh, I rolled Ride the Rift. My bad. Good catch, because I was like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, re-roll that one.
What? It has advantage on charisma saves? What was that?
Oh.
I think I accidentally held that.
Okay.
No, it didn't. It rolled 2 14s. I'm going to hit that button one more time and see if it does that. If that was just my fat finger. No, it does.
Advantage. Oh no.
Have advantage. What?
Wolves are sexy. I don't.
Does it count that this is a surprise?
It's a save, so it's not. Charisma is unaffected by that fact. But at least we got a failure there. So this one right here saves. This one fails. So I'm gonna put Bane on it. Monsieur Bane. Oh, I'm... Oops. Doopy doopy. Okay. Back to going clockwise here. I'm going to drop that spell again so I don't have to scroll up.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I've done you all dirty on this surprise round. I'm so sorry. There we go. There we go.
Whoa.
So the top two somehow advantage, but these don't? Okay, whatever.
Weird.
Whatever.
Damn.
Well, this is not what I expected with Bane.
I'm astounded they have like a +7 to their charisma save though. That's some like, yeah.
Kobold Press, man, they created a monster.
Yeah. These wolves need to train to be lawyers. They need to go to court.
All right, so we got a handful of them, Bane. Then, and of course, one of the two that we need over here. Got it. All right, mine is done. I'm gonna scroll up to Lolly's save. Here we go. Dexterity save.
It is meant. It's technically my. Oh, I mean, you know.
Well, I'll take those.
Still
Let's
damn good.
Go. We got a nat 1 right here. We're just gonna apply it for both of these guys.
Hell yeah.
That makes
Oh my
me
God.
cooler.
So that's just straight up max damage on both.
All right, let's slow these folks. Boom.
But that's for the slow. Okay, cool.
And since we're applying the nat 1 over the top of these guys, they are locked down until they break it, because that's a nat 1. So they would have already lost. They would have only been able to do one thing in between, because these aren't legendary or very rare creatures. God, that makes. I'm sorry, Skywolves. You're strong, but you're not strong enough to resist all this. And then the damage, that was how much over here? You got 6d10?
10d6.
10d6. So we get full damage. Let's go. 60 points of damage. And because of the nat 1.
Well, and it's at, I cast it at 4th, so you add another 2d6 for each level slot of 3rd.
So it's 70.
12.
Hell yeah.
70. It would normally be resistant to lightning, but since it nat 1, they both take 70 points of damage.
Whew.
Let's go. Now there's a start. All right. Now we can put everybody in initiative. These two will have no initiative. They'll go at the bottom because of the slow. That did not work.
I can't remember what initiative there is. Okay. Do I have anything that will help me with initiative? I've got rogue in me. I should have something cool for initiative.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
I wish I had rogue in me.
I too. I also wish.
Sam's face.
Children. Never.
We saw your vibe from across the board. Sorry, I can't. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't have anything to help with my initiative. Let's just roll.
Do we have rerolls or whatever they are?
Indomitable? Yes, we have a lot of Indomitables.
Relentless. Yes, we have 19.
A Relentless is for.
I would like to use one.
All
So
right.
relentless. Hell yeah.
I also would like to use one with my
Yeah,
two on the die.
Good.
You're good to go.
Alright.
Okay, cool. You're doing it. Thank you.
Better technically, but, you know.
Okay, is better. I'll keep it.
All right, those are both in. And Draconic Spirit goes right after you, doesn't it, Myshkin?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Oh wow, 2 got way up there, and then it's us in the middle. All right. And everyone's favorite.
Let's see a layer action.
Oh no, it's a layer action, yeah.
God damn it.
Who's gonna flip the coin whether this goes in front or behind Farouk?
I'll do it.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
Tails never fails.
Let's go.
She didn't even stutter.
It's that turtleneck and chain.
Is that power?
She's the illest.
Channeling that mudcat tier confidence. Just call it. It will land on 20 every time.
All right. Yeah, manifestation of a spirit dragon right over here. Skywolf is gonna go for it first. God, that's cool looking.
So, for flavor, I will say that behind the wolves, just from out of the clouds, coalescing from tendrils of smoke in the air above, this set of large skeletal wings just billows out, and from deep within the clouds, there's just the rumbling of green fire emanating from a cloudy belly.
Oh, sick. All right. It's going to use its icy claw on you first. That's going nowhere. That will miss. Swings and strikes with its claw again. 21 will just hit the Draconic Spirit.
Is it meant to have a bless on it?
It's got a Bane, dog.
Oh.
That's minusing it, yeah.
Oh, it is my. Sorry, I see a D4 and I assume bless. My apologies.
Good.
It's going to do 33 points of damage, 15 slashing, 18 cold. And yeah, it's going to just howl back out. It is within range, and I forgot about its pack tactics, but I will drop its freezing breath. I will make the save for your dragon. It does have advantage because it's flying, so. Will succeed. It's going to take half damage.
Oh, what? It's, oh my god, that is so, what, wow, okay. There's so many dice, what the hell?
Good news, you guys have boots that also give you advantage on this save. It will take half of the 59, and it will not lock up and lose its bonus action. End of its turn. This Skywolf over here. It is going to fly into the side of the ship. Upon hearing that howl, it is going to drop its freezing breath. And just pick up everybody on the deck. Dexterity saving throws.
With advantage, he said, with these shoes.
Yes, you have advantage with your shoes.
Oh, thank goodness.
See what our DC was.
Oh, the
Go
wood!
to nat 20. Let's go.
Let's go!
Yes, Drak, hell yeah.
And as part of the course, since you have rolled a nat 20 and you're standing next to Loluphia, that is a nat 20 for Loluphia. So RP however you want, dodging out of this storm anime style.
I think it's honestly less of dodging out of the storm. I think with footwork only, you'd almost liken to a dancer. I think I almost spin Loluphia and put my body in between, and because of my half, it's not Suli anymore because of D&D, because of my Suli nature of having resistance to cold damage, ice will soak that damage in that turn and not take anything either. And again, it's still as smooth as that was, it's still business immediately. The moment the breath ends, he's back to getting ready to attack again.
You would hear her say, and they say chivalry's dead.
That's just hot, Drak. What the hell?
Heavy on the shivers. Let's see here. All right, damage.
Yeah, that's the fever.
This is the fever, babe. It's not a bug, it's the feature. 49 points of damage, half if you saved.
Oh, wow, it tells me I need to roll my concentrations on this.
Isn't that
now,
nice?
too. That's neat. Right. Well, let's see what we do.
Oh, I saved.
Oh, Lord.
No.
Ooh, that's not going to do
Do you
that.
wanna-
Let's see,
We
I
have-
need a 12 to make that.
Can we use
wanna
it?
do
We
a-
have a bunch of Indomitables.
Yeah, I haven't rolled an Indom. I should probably roll an Indom. Yeah, I'll roll
Yeah.
an Indom.
I'll take it down. There you go.
Alright, thank you. Indom roll coming in.
Oh, man.
Much better. Okay, slow is still up.
That's the scariest Warcaster roll on a DC 12 I've thrown in a long time. 4 and a 6. Whoa.
Wait.
Why are you doing a con save?
I didn't mean to.
It's a real life con save. It's the struggle. Yeah, man, seeing Kallisto throw himself in front, that wolf goes straight towards him. Oh yeah, I need to go ahead and end the Gale Everstorm bubble over the top of everyone, because that ain't happening in here. And it's going to go in for the claw. T for Tarbin. Yeah, there was a bunch of prog metal that got released on Epidemic over the course of 2024 already, and I was like, I'm getting all of that. Oh no!
Nat 20. Okay.
The dice giveth and the dice taketh. Oh god.
55 points, 31 slashing, 24 cold.
I'll use my reaction as this claw comes my way, and as it does, I'm gonna raise my left arm, the one now made of blinding ore, to take some of the cold damage. And as I use Gift of the Chromatic Dragon, I give myself resistance to cold damage in this turn. So I'll half and release that damage. Is there a way
Oh
to
no!
separate
I'm
damage?
sorry, you can't because it's a crit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Take
I'm
damage.
sorry.
No good. So let's take 55. Okay. Is it that last one that's just normal damage, right? It's kind of slightly cut off for me, so I can't tell. Full damage, yeah.
And it will make one swipe at you, Lolly. It is not next to one of the other ones, so it does not have pack tactics.
No way, is there two nat 20s.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh well, that's not as bad.
Rolled a bunch of ones. 666, 111, 111.
Wow. Wow, that is crazy. Whew.
Thankfully, the only thing that's re-rolled is the breath.
It won't let me take the damage.
You are.
Off screen for me, weirdly enough.
Let me try. There we go.
Thank you.
End of its turn. Kaivar, your turn.
Okay, things are looking pretty bad all of a sudden. Not very good whatsoever. Considering the...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, considering the... Damn it, did I miss?
Sorry for derailing.
For everyone, Sam type, they hate romance in chat.
Yeah. They hate
Not wrong.
romance.
They just turn around to you and say, sorry, I'm just a hater.
I'm just lonely.
Oh boy, okay,
I'm a lone wolf.
I was thinking it, I didn't want to say it, and you said it.
Not my best. I'm sorry.
Anyway, they crit on Myshkin.
Yeah. Yeah, this feels like the time to go big or go home. Taken aback and a bit stunned by all the nonsense that's going behind him, Kaivar wheels about and looks ahead and realizes that there is another wolf coming straight for them that is potentially going to be able to just breathe down the gullet of the entire ship, so he's going to turn at the one that is directly in front of him and Farouk. You are going to see those antennas suddenly stand on end. You've heard the vague sound of it before. You hear the kind of like Godzilla atomic breath charge up. And you see this massive beam of psychic energy just erupt from Kaivar's forehead as I will Raltham Psychic Lance this guy up in the front. And that is going to need to be a intelligence saving throw from it. And that will determine some damage. I forget, on this system, do we do T for targeting? I don't know.
I don't know if you need to. I've been doing it just out of habit, but I can't remember if I actually need to.
I should
Yes,
just pick it up
T.
generally.
Yes, T does help me because it highlights it when you hit.
Yeah,
All right, here we go.
Yeah, this guy.
And save incoming. Ooh, 21. Come on. Come on.
Yeah. All right. They are incapacitated for until the start of my next turn. And that means they will take the full 76 of this psychic damage, which is... That's not a terrible roll. 23 psychic damage on top of that. Things looking incapacitated and stunned. I'm going to keep my concentration on the slow, but for my bonus action, I am going to... yeah, I'm looking over in the direction of Loluphia and Kallisto. I'm not sure if this is going to do it correctly. Hang on, let me do this properly so that I know it's going to work. There we go. Heads Loluphia, tails Kallisto. Alright, Loluphia, I am going to send you a Bardic Inspo. So you will have a 1d8 that you can go ahead and use. That will just let you add stuff onto saves or attack rolls or skill checks.
Thank you.
So yeah, that is there. Just a 1d8 on the side, whatever. And that is action, bonus action, movement. These guys are all locked up with everything else. I'm gonna just stay within the daisy chain, but make some distance. I'm gonna head over this way and try and separate so that it's a little trickier for them to get the breath. And yeah, that's end turn.
Kallisto.
Speaking of the daisy train, do we have that on us?
Oh, I need to put that bless on there. Thank you for the reminder.
Yeah.
I feel like
Me, as someone who constantly uses, sharpshooter, anything that helps take nullify that -5 to my accuracy.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
in an ideal situation, a bless is realistically a +4. So I mean, if you think of it like that, it's almost like sharpshooter doesn't exist.
I also have precision attack to help nullify that, but I'm going to take all the help I can get. This Skywolf that is just came up and not just slashed me, but my wife. They made a big mistake. I am going to the bonus action, give the Chromatic Dragon. As you see, my lightning or almost crack and fissure, and you see a familiar glow of the magma that used to be a bane to Kallisto's existence, now function more as a blessing, as I add another d4 fire damage to all of my shots from here on out. I don't know how to do that in
Oh,
games.
I can
have
do.
to roll a d4.
No, I can do that. I can totally do this. 1 second, because I set this up just in case things like this would happen. And it's a 1d4, you say?
Yes, an extra 1d4.
Awesome. I can toggle this just like bless.
Oh yeah.
Boom. And... Oh, no. Here we go. I did it. Look at there. 1d4 to all. Oh, it's just saving throws. It's just the type. It doesn't. It'll just do the attacks.
Okay, so we'll do
A d4 of fire saving throw.
Fine. I burn away the cold damage. Honestly, that's still pretty cool.
I don't think I'm going to speak out too far with Lolly when she extends her hand in front of you and looks you dead in the eye, Kallisto, and says, "Give me the gun."
The thing is, Luffy has one of his guns. She has a gun.
Give me another gun.
Give me another gun.
As you see this, the magma, the heat, almost siphon into the Cloud Dragon clan pistol as if it was built for this. Pistol will then draw the other pistol, what was once darker, but now is crackling with the lightning of his wife. And it's going to fire 2 shots into this dragon? No, that's our friend. Into the sea of the sky. I'll go with the Cloud Dragon pistol first. And will I use anything? I already got bless, so I'll just fire.
Oof.
Oh yeah, that hits.
To hit. Dealing 33, and I'm going to make this. I'm going to put a maneuver into this, and make it a pushing attack.
It will fail the save.
Perfect. So it's pushed back 10 feet away from us.
That wasn't on the
first
pushing
shot.
attack. That was on just the Cloud Dragon pistol.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Okay, let me do the pushing attack now then. It doesn't let me. How do I roll it?
Do they need to make a save?
Yeah, they need to make a DC 17 strength save. And regardless, they will take 1d8 damage. The save is just to see if they actually get pushed back.
Oh, let's go.
Nice. That's chunky. The DC is 17, right?
17, yeah.
It succeeds.
Reaction cutting words. I'm gonna roll a 1d8 if it gets.
Ooh, let's go.
Decrease the thing. That's kind of a 50-50, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That goes way
yeah.
down. That's a fail now.
All right.
So it's pushed
So
back.
fast. I was gonna reaction from my husband, but okay, Kaivar.
15
And
feet,
I
you
fire
said?
that shot. I believe so. Let me check.
Yep.
Attack. Yep, 15 feet. Yeah. So there's some distance between me and between it and my wife. And I'm going to take another step closer and fire a shot again, but this time with Dark Heart. And I will burn a use of Squire of Solmnia to give myself advantage on this shot. Dark Heart, there we go. 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Perfect. Dealing 53 points of damage. And I'm going to put a menacing shot into this one.
I want to point out it crit you for the same amount.
I need to make a wisdom save, 17, and regardless, it will take another 8. I'm rolling max on these, another 8 points of damage.
Damn.
I see what it's doing. All right, so I hit half here. Then I double the fire. And then necrotic. Yeah, necrotic
Is it still
straight up.
necrotic?
Oh, we haven't changed it
We haven't
in
changed it, yeah.
what's it supposed to be?
You described Loluphia's lightning going into it, so I'm assuming lightning damage.
Yeah, lightning damage, so that's going to be halved, unfortunately. Damn.
That's fine.
All right. There we go.
Oh, and it's also because of Somnia. It's also another 1d8 because of Squire of Somnia.
Dude.
No way am I rolling. This is the fourth time, I think.
Let's go.
I rolled max on the d8, so another d8.
It's 4 for 4 or 3
Wow.
for 3. Either way, that's impressive, dude.
Yeah. And that will be the end of my turn.
Hell yeah.
Wait, does it make it? Did it do its wisdom saving throw? I did menacing attack, so to do wisdom saving throw 17 or become frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Let's do that.
It rocks on that 5. Okay.
It is not frightened.
That will be the end of my turn. As I look back to Loluphia and say, I'll try and keep it off you.
Thank you.
Myshkin, what would you like to do?
Okay, so I would like to cast Wall of Fire, and I want it to flying towards the left, which might be starboard or port. I'm not sure on a flying vessel of the ship.
Port is
I
left
want
because it has
to-
the same amount of letters as the word left. That's how I remember.
Ooh, lovely. So the left of the ship, but the right of the map, I want a Wall of Fire to crest through all 3 of those cloud walls in the air.
All right,
As
Sid.
just swirling his hands up, you just watch as this line of green fire just cascades through the clouds.
Need any help deploying?
I probably will do, yes.
I can assist. What level of wall flame?
Just 4th.
You got it. It's going to say that you're concentrating on the spirit dragon. I don't put concentration on that.
And I appreciate you for that. Thank you.
Way too much unnecessary concentration in original 5e.
And I like that for us.
All right. Here we go. We have, and you want this between these two right here?
You're muted, Ed.
On the right-hand side of the map, so I've placed a template up top. I want it to go through all 3.
Oh
on
shit,
the
you already
right-hand
placed
side
it.
of the map.
I'm sorry, the map is so large I did not even look up here. Let's go.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
There's multiple walls up here. All right. Rotate. Bueller. I can't get that thing to rotate either.
Oh.
What the heck? I'm just gonna go ahead and delete those two because they seem to be bugged out for some reason. Hey, this one. No, this one only wants to. Nope. There we go.
Broke the sky.
Here we go. Is that acceptable? Is that what you're looking to do?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, awesome. Cool. Let's make some saves. Top one first.
As a quick note, the bottom one is also slowed, so whatever it gets, -2 from that.
Oh, that's gonna be that will be max damage for it.
Oh, hell yeah. All right.
Let's see that beautiful bean footage. All right, and a maximum would be
40, I think.
16. Yeah, 40. So 80 points to this one down here because that is doubled. And 57 for the one up top. Let's go. Cool. Any movement for you, Myshkin? Got you muted. Sorry, bud.
I'm gonna stay where I am, I think.
All right. Dragon down south.
So I think just keep on wailing on the one that's right next to it, I think.
Awesome. It's gonna claw.
Oh, the tease.
Plenty was right there.
22 will hit. Claw again. That'll hit. Does your spirit dragon have a breath?
I believe it should do, yeah. Let me just check. I think it does. I can't scroll down on my thing, but yeah, it should do. I think it has a claw and a breath weapon.
I can check real quick.
Yeah, I'm going to look in here. Spirit dragon.
Yes, it does. It has a just 2d6, and I think it might go up depending on what level you cast it at.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up in D&D Beyond. Breath weapon. Exhales destructive energy in a 30-foot cone. Each creature in the area must make a dex save against your spell save DC, which for Myshkin's going to be super high. Creature takes 2d6 damage of the type the dragon has resistance to on a failed save, and half as much on a successful one.
What do you want to be the resistance for your dragon? I'm assuming cold?
Yeah, cold would be good, thank you.
You got it. All right. And Myshkin's spell save is outrageous. Yeah, 20. Let's go. Okay. Dex save. What a banger track. Let's go.
Yeah, this is great.
Come on. Bane, drop that shit. Yes, 14. Gotta fail. 2d6. Plus that proficiency. Sweet proficiency. 12. So it's going to do 24 points of fire. And it'll stay locked in.
See it.
All right. Yes, this
as
wolf.
an F, this is the incapacitated one, so it just skips its turn. Can't take actions.
Is it? I have it listed as this one right here.
I am, yeah, like this one. That's the one that's come up internal, don't I? The one in front of Farouk and Kaiba.
Oh, the Lance. I was thinking slow.
the Lance.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, it's incapacitated. It does not move.
I can't take actions. I knew what I was doing. I do not want people to get hit by another breath. That guy is in prime position.
As we see the storm begin to swell around us in the formulation of these ice crystals, Farouk is going to hold his heel until this layer action goes off, and it just spikes and breaks up as this ice storm erupts around everyone. Remember, you have advantage. DC 20 dexterity saving throw.
Come on, just not 20 this again.
And I believe it's Sam has the Bardic inspo.
Wait.
Just in case. Not that you'll need it. Good lord.
So close to that 20.
God damn.
Me and Loluphia rolling a 19 on the die again, you know? Just 20 again.
Bloody hell. Sorry.
We're so cute.
Right?
Dice on dice on dice on dice.
I saw a D20 roll with the damage, like D20 worth of damage. What the hell was going on?
Excuse me?
28 bludgeoning and 11 cold.
Oh, I'll take that, yeah.
And that's half damage on a success. I take it.
Yes. I'm gonna use a
Right.
Indomitable for myself. And re-roll this bad boy. There we go. There we go. We want to keep this bane up.
Oh my god.
For some reason, it won't let me take the damage.
Oh, you took it from me.
Yeah, me either. I'm having to do it manually.
Okay, 39. So it's what, 18? No.
19 according to everyone else's.
Yeah.
Nat 1. Oh, I got Warcaster. Thank you. No. Oh my god, I'm just barely making these. What is wrong with me?
Jeez Louise.
All right. Lolly, you're going to send us out. Last turn of the evening. Or afternoon. Evening for you guys.
So can we still not see the health bar on these two to the right?
Nothing has been bloodied. Actually, no, that's a lie.
Scare me there, man.
I hope it's the two on the right because they've been hit left and right. Heavy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I've been waiting to see those bars.
Yeah, they're pretty bloodied up at this point.
Wow. I love when crimson rains down from the clouds.
Shogun Crimson Sky.
I personally prefer it when the rain is purple, but that's just me.
Purple rain, purple rain. That is the only one that is bloodied.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I mean, that's fair.
It has been completely murked by like every single party member though.
Yeah.
Hit by lightning, slowed, hit by a wall of fire, hit by bullets.
There's always one enemy that we're like, we all just gang on in every combat.
We did kind of just say F you, guy.
Oh, let's go.
Cast fireball on them.
Max
So that
damage.
Fire really hurts them. Imagine I described something really cool. I just don't have the energy. Wow. Ooh.
I'm just gonna hit the button because it doesn't matter what you roll. 9d6.
96. Wow.
54 points, and we double it. 108.
Good lord. It's kind of like a Loluphia turns around, puts on sunglasses, does not stare at explosion kind of moment. God damn.
Technically, this one right here has 4 HP, but I'm not gonna bother with that. That's a DTD. It's not moving anytime soon. It is just going to, it's going to go up in flames between the combination of you and Myshkin. So this thing just splinters off as it breaks into like ice knife like shards, but it's inside of a fireball, so it all melts away. No one catches any strays from its exploding body.
Interesting.
Noted.
What a way to find out.
I hate your exploding monsters.
Oh god.
I've died too many a time.
Off the board. Yeah, this one to the south is now very bloodied. Any movement?
I would like to bonus action. Shield of Faith, Kallisto.
I think I can add that.
Yeah, you can add that from the effects.
Here, let me drop it in case I have to.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so now you are concentrating. Look at there, and there it is. Oh my god! I love it. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and drop this Mass Cure Wounds before we go out. Let's see if I can crit, because I will forget if I don't cast this sucker right now, and we don't want that. Ooh, good roll. 41 points back.
God damn.
Yay.
That's a top off. Let's go. We're going to need it if they roll hot on their breath weapons.
Neither can I.
They'd roll cold on breath weapons.
I'll give it to you this time just because.
Thank you.
Poor
Just
thing.
because you're feeling ill.
I appreciate your charity.
The illest. And this is where we will pick up next week with hopefully some healthier folks. Love you guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow for Vecna, Eve of Ruin. Bye-bye.
Oh,
God,
God.
have so much fun. Yeah,
Can't wait.
Good luck.
good luck, Sam.